Here we are at Network 10 in Perth to speak to a very popular lady. You're going to get to know her very well in the next few weeks. She's actually in July. She takes the reins for us here in Perth for the 10 News first at 5. And here she is on the couch today. Her name is Charmaine Dragun. Welcome to the couch.
Hello, thank you.
And can I say on behalf of everybody here at Channel 10, I'd like to welcome you to our 10 News, the Perth News.
Oh, well, it is great to have a Perth person on the desk. We're all really excited about it. It's great to have someone there. There's going to be no excuses for mispronunciations or anything like that.
You've probably heard this many times, but where have you been all my life? Where has Charmaine been? Because, I mean, I know we've seen you filling in a couple of times in Sydney on the news desk, but where have you been before that? You're a journalist?
I've been reporting here at 10 for the last 5 years, and before that was in radio for a couple of years.
Because many people are probably watching this saying, I've seen her before. So you've been a reporter a long time as well, haven't you?
Yeah, 5 years.
What are you looking forward to about doing the news? Are you nervous?
Yeah, there's certainly an element of nerves there, but it'll just be a great challenge, and it'll be great to, because we're obviously going to be based in Sydney, and it'll be wonderful to watch how the news is sourced from a national level, and yeah, because it's the head of the network over there, so it's really exciting. It's
amazing for those people, because I was saying to you off air that I've actually been over there, and for those people watching this interview would know that the news is still 100% Perth, because even though it's made in Sydney, that's the only thing, it comes from Sydney, but it's 100% Perth. The stories are still produced here and sent over, so it's still got a Perth flavour, 100% Perth. Are you excited to actually represent Perth? Because I know we've had Selena for a while, and she lives in Sydney as well, but you've actually come over from Perth. How does that feel?
I'm so excited. I'm just so proud of the news team that we have here. It's just a great bunch of journos and reporters and camera operators and people behind the scene, and so to be able to, or to be given the opportunity to present their stories to the people of Perth is just such an honour, and yeah, it's really exciting.
Is there any stories that touch your heart? Is there anything that we're going to see you sort of get emotional about when you're reading the news?
So many. I'm just so passionate about this job, and it's not, you know, for all the celebrities and sports people you meet, it's just there are so many ordinary people that just do extraordinary things or have to conquer seemingly impossible obstacles, and yeah, to be able to see them and be able to then tell their story and hopefully tell it in a way that moves other people is, yeah, we're just very lucky.
Have you always grown up wanting to be a newsreader, a news presenter?
No, gosh, I would never have dreamed this is where I'd end up.
Like everybody at school, they sort of go through school and they say, I want to be an accountant, I want to be a lawyer. Did you ever say, I want to be something, and ended up being in television?
Yeah, I spent a large part of my childhood striving to be a concert pianist, actually.
Really?
Yeah, from the age of about 3 or 4, I was on the piano. Yeah, and it was funny. I worked really hard at it up until the age of about 17, and you know, got into music at uni at the conservatorium, and but decided to go to UWA and study it there. And I don't know, I must have just done it for too long, because it was like burnout, and it was a really difficult time actually, because I suddenly found myself thinking, what am I doing here? I don't want to do this. I don't know where I'm going to go or anything like that. But yeah, then it led me down this path. So,
and we're probably very glad that you've done that. Tim Webster's your co-host. How do you feel you're going to gel with him? Because he's obviously been there a while.
Oh yeah,
many would remember him. Tim from Good Morning Australia, then Sports Tonight.
That's right, and he was a newsreader.
Exactly.
First off. So yeah, it's just wonderful. He's got so much experience behind him, and there's so much I can learn from. And he's got lots of gags that he throws in during the bulletin to keep things light and fun, so yeah. Are
you nervous about your first night on the news? Because when's that happening? Is that happening in July?
It'll be the 4th of July, I think.
4th of July, so you get a bit of time to practice.
Yeah, I do. I don't think I will be that nervous, to be honest, because my very first night reading the news, which was 2 years ago, the very first story I read didn't go to air. And I was just left there on the desk, and there was a problem.
What do you do when that happens?
Oh, you just, the adrenaline kicks in, and you just have to act. And then we kept going after that, and then the wrong story played, and it was an absolute debacle, but it couldn't have got any worse than that, you know. So in a way, I got the worst over and done with straight off.
That actually leads me to my next question. What's been the worst thing that's happened to you as a reporter, newsreader?
That would probably be it, but it was funny. You know, everyone was saying, "Oh, how are you?" And I thought, well, I'm a lot better than my family and friends at home who are putting themselves through hell thinking, oh, the poor girl, you know. It was just, I guess you just get on with it and, you know, you practice for those things. So
I'm going to ask you some quite personal questions here. Favourite sport?
Favourite sport? I'm not that sporty.
No, that's good. That's good that you don't have to be. Favourite music? Or maybe favourite song?
Oh, that's a really tough one.
What sort of music are you into? Are you into the headbanger stuff, the hip hop, you know, the Madonnas, the Kylie Minogues?
No, I'm
or more the opera jazz type thing.
Yeah, a whole range. So coming from a musical background, there's that element. But I love things like the Flaming Lips and the Polyphonic Spree, and the new Beck album is fantastic. And yeah.
And what about your style in films? What do you like film-wise?
Oh, I love. What was the last good movie I saw? I mean,
I saw Amateur Horror, but I like the scary stuff. Do you like the more romantic stuff?
No, I don't actually, and I don't really like
comedies
and things. I just really like good stories that move you. Actually, the last great one I saw was a New Zealand film called In My Father's Den. And
okay, that was just recent.
Yeah, and it really, I just felt at the end of it, I just kind of sat back in my chair and thought, wow, it just really took me on a journey. And I love films that touch you and really engage you and take you along with it. And
the next question's about driving in Sydney. Are you looking forward to driving in the traffic? Because I know I drive and I love it.
Well, I have a plan for that. Yeah? I'm living in a city, so I'm going to be walking everywhere. My car will be there, but I plan not to use it too much.
That's not too bad if you can get away with it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Now, the next question will have to be your news itself. Are you going to go out and cover any of the stories yourself?
Yeah, hopefully.
They're going to get you out on the road as well?
Yeah, it's great. Because our news doesn't go to air until 7 or 8, I'll have a lot of time during the day to write and produce for the Sydney Bulletins and nationally, so yeah.
Are you looking forward to sharing Sandra Sully's room?
I don't think I'll be sharing her room. I think she has her own room, yes.
I heard they're actually going to put your name up there and move her into another room.
Yes, I doubt it. I think that, no.
And we've got to, look, the guys out there are going to want to know this. Are you going to be showing any leg? Look, I mean, I know you're a professional, but we need to know this.
Yeah, the 5 o'clock news, we've got a desk over it, so I don't think so.
Why is that? Is that like, it's obviously a strategic thing, isn't it? I mean, or is it just that Sandra wants more space and she has a different desk?
Oh no, I think they just like mixing it up and trying something different.
All right. First at 5?
Yep.
The 5 o'clock news, July the 4th.
Yep.
Tim Webster and our very own Charmaine Dragun. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck with it all. We've had a few minutes here to get to know you, but I'm sure the people, I've said the tag and you said, what a great tag. It is Who Makes 10 News first at 5, and the story is You Do Perth. And that's exactly what we're going to be with you there, Charmaine. Congratulations. Thank you for representing Perth.
Thanks for having me on.
And thank you for talking to us on the couch today.
Pleasure.
Thank you. And that's about it. That's Charmaine Dragun from Network 10's First at 5 News. Please join her every night at 5 o'clock, or join the 10 News. You're already there anyway at 5 o'clock. It is Australia's #1 news at 5. So please keep supporting them, and we're going to have our own Perth lady there supporting us. We'll be back with more after the break on the couch.